Hey, how you guys doing? I'm Lex. Yeah, and I wanted to show you the new Windows 10. Um, just got it today. Now, I could have got it a couple days ago. I kept waiting for the little window icon to say, hey, upgrading, ready to upgrade. But you actually have to go to a site. You even have to check your email and then follow that email and then go and get it. It was actually extremely easy because I just downloaded a 4 GB version, which means you only need like 4 GB of a flash drive to actually download it. I have an 8 GB, so I downloaded it, plugged it in, it automatically read my key and everything. I'm actually going to try and do it on my other computer probably this evening, but I did want to show you some of the cooler things. So my account shows up on the start menu, so that's why I have this open. But I did want to show you that they bring back the start menu, which, they already kind of said that if you've seen anything. And that is, you got command prompt here, you got Windows accessory, everything's back where it was, and of course your files just get alphabetically organized, which is really cool. So that's just one feature. Another feature that I like myself is the fact that you can actually make more than one desktop. As you can see here, I got desktop I would say 0, which was the one we started with. This is desktop 1, and then we got desktop 2. And what I can do is I can basically take and customize each desktop to suit what I would like it to be, if that makes any sense to you guys. So if I come down here, it asks me if I want to make another desktop, and of course I don't want to make one with that. So open windows automatically get placed in it, but basically I could take and make an Arc survival and do like a really cool wallpaper, and then have all my Arc survival stuff on there, and vice versa. I could just make like 10 extra windows. I myself like it like this, but in the future, as I start stockpiling more and more games, I'm probably gonna have like a modded one, and so on. And what I mean by modded is that, I'll have all my modding stuff. For instance, mod organizer for Skyrim or for Fallout 4. And then I'll have like a recording studio, desktop, which is cool. I really like the new Windows. This is basically Xbox video. And so all my videos are on it. And I already had a bunch of videos. So it automatically recognized the ones I had on my spare hard drive, and they're all here, so that's really cool. They're ones I downloaded, so that's really cool. Also, I was going to go ahead and show you the dark version of Microsoft Edge, which is what this is. So I'm using the darker version, which gives you all kinds of stuff, and I just imported my favorites from Internet Explorer, which was really easy. You just hit import, and it says, do you want to import them? I said yes, and it has all my stuff. And yeah, really cool. Really simple too. And I made it black, so it's black instead of white. I like the black color. And these little green things you see are actually my FPS counter, because I wanted to double check some stuff. Alright, so the next thing to look at is Cortana, which is really cool. And for some reason I didn't have it set up properly. I think I disabled location. So let's go ahead and check it out. You click it, and you can say, hey Cortana, what are you doing?
Working on my dance moves.
So it's giving me about 20 different answers each time, and of course we can do other things too. Yeah, like I can say open up Skyrim, and so on. It stays open too, but that's only a feature if you're on the right. If it's down below, it's just an address bar. I actually am kind of mixed between which one I want to do. So the apps and stuff are really cool as well. The problem is it shows my name, so I can't show you that, but I'm gonna go ahead and just skip to one of the coolest things. I think it's been out, so you guys may or may not know, but most NVIDIA graphics cards comes with their own capture software, and it's it's a very high quality and very resource friendly. So I can do 60 FPS no problem. So let's go ahead and open up the Xbox. This is the Xbox app. It just says Xbox. This is the connect button. So I haven't connected this to my console, this evening. So first thing I wanted to show you is that you can start a party. You can invite people to it, and it does work. But as soon as they come into the party, for some reason it just doesn't connect. So it's not quite ready, and it does say beta. So if you look, you can see when I'm talking, it's lit up, and when I stop talking, it shrinks. So that's cool. So we're going to go ahead and leave that party. Fair. And so next thing we're going to go ahead and look at is we are going to actually stream a game and check it out, which would be Minecraft. But I wanted to go ahead and show you the Windows 10 Pocket Edition. I mean, that's basically what it is. So let's go ahead and just check that out. So I happen to have a 32-bit. So if you guys are on the PC, I believe this is going to come out for Xbox One as well. And it's basically Pocket Edition with a couple more options. For instance, we got sound volume, we got that. We got sensitivity, D-pad size, so you could obviously use this with, your controller, which I'm actually got in my hand now. Go ahead and hit B. So any Xbox One controller automatically communicates, which is cool. So we can go ahead and just hit play. I'm going to go ahead and use this test world. I'm up kind of high. So you can see it's kind of dark. I mean, it's really weird. And it's more like the PC than Xbox, like how the Xbox it'll automatically place blocks. But yeah, as you can see, the way the chunks load are really strange, but cool. So yeah, just basically Minecraft. Now I'm gonna go ahead and hit inventory, and you can see here that we don't actually have. Let me go ahead and put down the controller and go back to the mouse. So you can see that there's redstone, but there's no pistons. We do not have pistons on this. It's probably something they'll add in the future, or maybe they won't. Anyway, just kind of wanted to show you that. So go ahead and shrink that up, close it. Alright, so now for the final one. I did have it just freeze on me, but it was because I maximized it, minimized it, and then moved it, and it just, But anyway, let's go ahead and you click on this button, and it'll ask you, do you want to connect? And then I think you have to sign in. Once you sign in, it remembers it, and then you can go ahead and stream. So we're going to go ahead and hit stream. Now the thing about this is that I have to make it so quite loud. Alright, so go ahead and load my profile so it's not so damn loud. I'm going to go ahead and minimize it. Alright, so one of the things I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to not make it full screen. I'm going to have to leave the border up, otherwise it will not record. And then of course we have right here, this is the mute your mic option. So let me go ahead and pull this up, and we're going to go ahead and just minimize it. Check it. I'm going to go ahead and there we go. So now that we have the border up, I don't know if you can see it, the border here, you should be able to see it fine. So I don't know if you can hear that, but it's pretty responsive. It's a little bit off, but since we're here, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys something I've been working on, and we're going to go ahead and check out the ability to do 60 FPS. Now once they fix the full screen part of this, meaning once we can record in full screen, which I'm going to go ahead and show you guys something else too, and it's not really a secret, but if you hit Windows and G, it will actually ask you if you want to record that, screenshot it, or if you want to do a start recording with Windows, which I actually don't know, to be honest. I actually don't know how good a quality it is. I'll probably do some more tests on that, but let's go ahead and check it out. So on my screen, it doesn't really look like 60 FPS. Not really, but I'm sure that for you it does. And that's because on my Xbox, it actually does record in 60 FPS. But I would have to get a capture card to show you guys 60 FPS, which I might do. I'm really thinking this will be cool, and it'll be a lot cheaper than buying a whole nother graphics card. But having to run it through, I mean, I'm running an Xbox One on my PC, might not be the best thing to do. So this is the Iron Trench, and I think I have some issues with it right now. I mean, it's not really functioning the way that it's supposed to, which means I'm either missing some stuff, it's facing the wrong orientation, or I'm getting some redstone lock, which is very possible. But yeah, I also haven't had it on very long, so let's go ahead and check out some other stuff that should be cool. Now, one of the things I noticed is that my character moves around in 60 FPS, but the animation of pistons is definitely not the cleanest. It looks much better because I can kind of see both screens. I can see my Xbox One and this, and I can tell you that the Xbox One screen is much cleaner looking than this one. Like, I've seen the blocks get pushed in on the center, and I could also see the pistons grab it, which you couldn't see in this. But at least it's in 60 FPS. So as far as like a cheap recording that's at 60 FPS, you know, and you want to get it captured on your PC, pretty cool. So this is Cube Hamsters, which I kind of forgot to tell you guys this. We got Peter Jang's Staircase, we got Redstone Innovations, 4x4. I had some people ask me how they work, and they actually work great. This is a super small staircase. I have one that's competitive with it, but it's one wider. This one does require 2 hoppers, which makes it kind of expensive, but it's definitely super small. This has got to be the smallest 4x4 with this kind of layout that's out there. Seriously, there's nothing smaller than this right now. Really cool. That is expensive as well, but if you're looking for the smallest, that's the way to go. So this is Cube Hamster's new elevator, and I got a couple requests from people on how it works. So I'm going to go ahead and show you that real quick. Alright, so one of the biggest tricks to any elevator is figuring out where you should be standing. I found that being over here on his elevator seems to be the best place. So I go ahead and hit that, and then there you go. Yeah, just being that far off seems to be really good. Cool thing, it has insta-call features. And there you go. And then it has insta-call up as well. So it's down, you hit it, comes right up to you. And one of my favorite things about his elevator is that the pistons go up in the same way, or they go down level, which is a really cool design. The entire design, I mean the entire length of it is actually 4x10, which is pretty big, but is pretty cool for what it's doing. It's using some comparator logic, which I haven't seen that used that way. I actually thought that that orange circuit might be really good for Mumbo's simple elevator for a down circuit. Anyway, I think we're getting pretty much to the end of the video. I did not want to make this really long, but I definitely wanted to, you know, get a good feel for what this is going to look like, and I wanted to show you guys that it is, you know, on Windows 10. So let's go ahead and back out of this. I'm going to go ahead and just exit without saving. Go ahead and dashboard that, and go ahead and quit it out. There we go. So there's my dashboard. Alright, so let's go ahead and close this. So stop streaming. I'm going to say fair, and that is because you can't record in full screen and input problems. So I'll say that send. Okay, and then we can go ahead and just shrink this down, and that's pretty much it. If we were to go through all of these, you got TV, you got the store, you got you know, where you can follow and monitor, you know, your achievements for all your games, what everybody's doing, what achievements they're getting, you know, other games that you have. For instance, I have regular Minecraft, anything that's, you know, in my roaming app or on my C drive is being picked up, but nothing on my D drive. But pretty cool. And then you go ahead and just close that out, unplug your 360 controller, resync it, and you're ready to go. I haven't really done a review video in a long time, except for like the 1.7.10 and my thoughts on it. And I thought that this was a really cool update. So something else I wanted to show you before we go, and that is the start menu is back, but they did control, I think it's called control panel. So this is the new control panel right here, which if you hit all, it's a much easier way to access, you know, stuff you want to adjust. For instance, your power usage, your display, you know, your personalization. If you decide you want to change it, it's right there. You just click a button. And I do think switching control panel, which is a really used, instead of having to go into the start menu, hit control panel, you just click this and here it is, and you pick basically, you know, if it's internet involved, you know, if it's networking involved, it's that. If it's personalization of any kind, if you want to mess around with with cameras and your location and privacy settings, and then ease of access, if you want to use a magnifier or a higher contrast, and so on. And then you got your accounts, and then you got system displays and Bluetooth. But so for instance, I can go here and I can go to advanced settings. We can scroll down and I can go ahead and hit display adapter settings, which I myself am running at 144 Hertz. So there we go. My monitor can handle that, so I'm all good. You got 3D mode, identity, and so on. And you got other stuff. Go ahead and close that out. Really cool though. A lot of the programs out right now are beta. For instance, Intel has a beta you know, chipset. So I'm using a beta chipset. So there's a lot of bugs that are going to be coming out, and one of them is, like I said, not being able to record in full screen. I really do like the Window G mode. When you hit Windows and G, it will give you the option to record if it's something you want to do. So I really want to check out the quality. I really don't see it to be like 60 FPS, but you know, I will try it out. Anyway, if you guys are interested in anything else, or any, you know, if you want me to go into more depth on any of this stuff, you know, if there's something I'm missing that you know that I don't, you know, go ahead and put it in the comments and let me know. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Comment, like, and subscribe, and have a good one. Later.